Europe's ability to sustain Ukraine is visibly cracking. A senior Russian lawmaker says key European powers are running out of weapons, money, and political will, exposing what Moscow calls a growing hole in Europe's own defense perimeter after years of arming Kyiv.
The range of opportunities to support the Kiev regime is beginning to shrink. This is far from a technical statement.
Leonid Slutsky points directly at Germany, long described as Ukraine's biggest military backer. Berlin's reported pause on Patriot system supplies is framed in Moscow as a strategic signal, not a logistical hiccup. Slutsky says Europe is beginning to face the cost of its own decisions.
Arms supplies to the Banderite regime against Russia have made a hole in the European defense perimeter.
The retreat, according to Slutsky, is not limited to Germany. He cites reports of France pushing back against Europe-funded purchases of Storm Shadow missiles for Ukraine, describing a sudden shift in priorities across the continent as national interests take precedence. As Europe hesitates, Washington signals movement. US President Donald Trump says talks involving Russia and Ukraine are producing results, offering rare optimism around a political settlement while avoiding any commitment on a potential meeting with President Vladimir Putin.
We're looking at some very good things happening on Ukraine and Russia. Very good things. Very good things are happening on Ukraine and Russia.
With trilateral talks set to continue, Moscow portrays the moment as a turning point. Russian officials argue European fatigue is strengthening forces opposed to further support for Kiev, while diplomacy gains momentum. The message from Moscow is clear. Time and leverage, they say, are shifting.